which are a threat to US.
I agree to your point very correctly. As we have seen that in international relations, there are no forever friends and foes for any country. Just there are mutual interests.
The topic of GD is why Indo-US relations are improving. Number first, mutual interest. Number two is terrorism. Number three is economic order. I repeat the topic. The topic of GD for today is why Indo-US relations are improving. The reasons are, number one is mutual interest, number two is terrorism, and number three is economic order. You may start.
Gentlemen, I think the mutual interest between India and US is the main reason behind its improvement in results. And first of all, China and India are the two most populous countries, and in the sector of manufacturing, China is far ahead of India. And it is also, as the trade war is raging between the two countries, we have seen it. So definitely, the India being the best ally option for US is one of the main reasons, and we are the highly.
I agree with my former speaker that mutual interest is the key to means improving relationship between India and US. As we can see that the trade between India and US has grown in the recent year, and in year 2018 and 19, the bilateral trade was around $88 billion. So and also India is situated in a very geographical strategic location, and as we can see that India has proximity towards the India has proximity on the Indian Ocean, and also India is situated between Pakistan and China, which are a threat to US.
I agree to your point very correctly. As we have seen that in international relations, there are no forever friends and foes for any country. Just there are mutual interests. Like for US also, to maintain its dominance all over the world, it has to take interest in all other countries also, so as to maintain its hegemony. So right now also in Asia, as it is the most developing part of the world, so as to counter China in the political and economical dominance, it has to support India so that India helps to retain US dominance for its development.
Along with mutual interest, both are working well with to counterterrorism of the terrorism because both are working on the COMCASA and 2+2 assignments. And with the COMCASA, they are working on the interoperability. This is the interoperability is all about the mutual interest of both the defense forces. And as we can see that recently we will conduct in November the Tiger Triumph exercise between the both countries, all the defense forces. So we can say that both are working to counter the terrorism. As we can see that the USA is also working in the Afghanistan to the ending of Taliban, and India is also helping to the Afghanistan to the ending of this Taliban.
I totally agree with the point given by chest number 2. As we all know, that terrorism is the main cause, main problem for the whole world. And USA as well as India have faced many problems from terrorism. It could be 26/11, it could be the World Trade Organization attack by the terrorists. So, adding the point that India and USA have signed, as chest number 2 said, COMCASA, there are two more agreements like LAMOA and BECA, which have been signed between the countries to improve their relation and strategies against terrorism, to use their possibilities of their defense against the terrorists, as well as to counter them and to give a fruitful result for the world.
Like LEMOA stands for Logistic Exchange Memorandum Agreement. If this type of agreement is signed between two major countries, then they both have agreed on changing their arsenals for better dominance over the terrorists. As we have seen that in Afghanistan also, there has been a major threat for all over the world. Like from there, the terrorist organization have been rising from there to the West Asia, and also creating problems for India. So, in order to maintain a good global order, so all the major developing countries and the developed countries have come united in order to exchange their firepower and and the defense equipment which they have. So I believe that these type of
Appreciating to the points, as India is apart from defense, as India is a developing country, so in the coming years, India will invest billions and trillions of dollars in its infrastructure and and defense also. So it is a big opportunity for American firms to come and invest in India. So this is also the one of the major reasons why India and US relations are improving.
Coming back
to the defense, as we have seen that Indian Army and Indian defense has been modernizing itself and
indigenously.
And in this attempt, US companies and US products like Apache helicopters
And because US
and
companies
Apache helicopters are
And
also
both the countries
is also
are
big
doing a very
defense
a lot of defense exercise like Vajra Prahar and
India is one of the biggest
I want to add
Malabar,
recently the Howdy Modi
that they are conducting so many military exercises together to build their strategies more and to be more cooperative with each other. And
Friends, I believe that mutual interest is the main motive behind the improved relation between India and USA. Because as a former secretary of USA has itself said that America has no permanent friend or enemy; these only have interest. So I think China, it want to encounter China by improving a relation with India, and at the same time India wanted to. India also needs help of USA in several sectors like terrorism, and also USA is helping us in energy waiver and. So I think this
Gentlemen, the blow of World Trade Organization was one of the biggest blow to the superpower of that USA. And at this time, the world believed that no one could hamper the stature of USA. But it was the radical Islamic group. And recently, in a Howdy Modi, the US President Donald Trump has rightly said that India and US are always together to fight against the radical terrorism. And the main reason behind the mutual interest, and we can say the safety guidance is main, as India is covered from the northeast front and western part. We almost have this terrorism problems and insurgencies. Similarly, the radical Islamist groups are also either
I want to add one more point is
presidents.
that India and US relationship are like a game of snake and ladder from the starting since independence. And the relation of India and US started growing in the terms of John F. Kennedy, who initiated a relationship with India to encounter the China. Later, in the time of Barack Obama and George Bush, the relationship strengthened. And now in 2018, the trade is around the bilateral trade is around 100 billion, and it has grown by 12.8% by 2017.
Yes,
And
also we have a strong Indian
mutual
community
and security
around
agreement. So
2.8
I think
million.
Indian Army
And
has also said
in the
that
US.
Gaza is
So it becomes very important
lies in the interest of
for
America.
US to maintain a cordial relationship with India.
Despite being in a fact that they are in a trade deficit, they import less and they export more from India, being in IT sector.
And recently, US-China war played a crucial role in developing the infrastructure and market in the US, US has imposed a tariff of around 500 billion.
And they have been continuously increasing
their tariffs.
But this has led to a greater disadvantage for the whole world, because
Along with
whole
the-
world, but it can.
Gentlemen, I would like to add one point that terrorism is the main cause. How? Because as we have seen during any formal or informal meet, not just with USA, India is talking about terrorism with other countries as well, because it's the main threat and the world knows that. It's not just USA,
And
even
I
the
I agree
agree
that
with
Thomas
you.
Speaker, terrorism is one of the issues, but other issues are climate change and also geopolitical relationships those are important, which are also discussed very prominently in those events.
As we have seen that America always against to the Pakistan's protecting the terrorism policy. As we can see that also the India was striking to the Pakistan recently, like Article 370 removal. Pakistan was Pakistan was attacking on India, that vocabulary attacking on India, that it is not a good thing, and like all these things, and also but USA protect this policy, that we have seen that US President Donald Trump protected this policy to saying that this is our internal problem, and we can counter strike on these things.
I would like to add a point to my former speaker, that she has said that though the secretaries, and there have been so many rumors regarding the help of the foreign processor, the mediators, UN agencies should mediate in this, as it was asserted that Pakistan and some China government. So to clarify that, President Trump rightly said that this is a matter of bilateral talks and should be solved within them.
Well, friends, I would like to add a point which shows that mutual interest is the main cause for the improving relation. That initially, when India was not so powerful when India got independence, USA was not a close ally with India; it was close ally with Pakistan. But in the 20th century, in the last decade of when India initiates liberalization, globalization, and India's markets expanded, then USA gave support to India. And now our relation.
When India got independent, at the time India was inclined towards the USSR, and there were two polar countries like the USSR and the USA, which were in a state of cold war.
So here
India
the point US also has point that both of the countries are talking about terrorism, because not just India is fighting against terrorism, also USA is fighting. As we know that recently Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was killed by USA in Syria, and that was an operation conducted by USA, and USA have conducted such many operations, like they have also killed Dawood Ibrahim,
but because of their mutual interest, they
Osama bin Laden in Pakistan. So not just India, but USA is also fighting against terrorism. That's why I feel that terrorism is the point where India and USA are getting
interest of USA in trading. First they create such disorders, and then they eliminate them according to their means. Because as we have seen that in the Afghanistan, the Taliban was they have only started the byproduct of USA, and when their interest was over, then they eliminated all those threats from here. Now there was a previous point that the USA have been continuously accepting, giving India a thumbs up for the NSG bid, despite the fact that India is not a signatory to NPT, and for NSG entry you have to be a signatory for NPT. But despite the fact that India is not a signatory to NPT,
and also Indo-US civil nuclear deal was a prominent nuclear deal, which also has shown that despite being the signatory of non-proliferation treaty, a civil nuclear deal can be done. And also US has supported India to get inductance into the UN Security Council, because US wants India to be there to counter the China.
And when US Navy SEAL killed the Laden in Abbottabad, Pakistan, it also led to the improvement in the relationship between the India and US, as US sanctioned various tariffs on the Pakistan, and it became a close ally to India.
Now it is up to India that how to create this whole scenario of the world to take its advantage by removing the China's product from going to US and giving the Indian products to the USA.
Okay, fine, got your points. It was a very healthy discussion of you all.